As a gal in her 50s, I have really come to love anti-aging, well, let's call them pro-aging devices that help to tackle some of those pesky concerns with getting older. You know, the fine lines and wrinkles, the sagging skin, even that sort of just dullness that happens in skin texture. Sort of, let's face it, sort of you get to be my age, things start going south fast. So I was thrilled when I was sent this, which is the latest device to join the EvenSkyn stable. So I regularly use a number of other devices by EvenSkyn. The first is the Labo device, which uses radio frequency as well as LED light therapy and electrical muscle stimulation. I also use the Venus, which is specifically designed for the delicate eye area, and it uses thermal stimulation as well as LED light therapy and sonic massage. So their latest addition is this. It is the Phoenix. This is their facelifting and microcurrent bar. Microcurrent uses low voltage electricity to stimulate the muscles. It's to sort of give your face a workout. It's also there to increase ATP, which is the energy in our cells, as well as to help promote collagen building. If you've been here before, you know I am forever chasing the collagen production, because that's what really gives us our plump skin, our hydrated skin, our thick skin. Now, as we age, we lose it, and that starts pretty early. We're losing collagen production pretty early on, around the age of 20. We start to lose about 1% production a year, and by the time you hit menopause, it starts to drastically increase. So we are losing production at about 30%, I think, within the first 5 years of menopause. So essentially, I'm screwed. So I'm using a number of different devices in order to help rebuild collagen. They all just sort of do it in their own different ways. In addition to the low-level microcurrent, it's also a roller that helps to depuff. It helps to massage and to tone the skin. So overall, it's here to improve the blood circulation and also help with the texture of our skin. So next, we're going to take a look at the box. So I actually think the packaging here is beautiful. My mom likened it to opening up an iPhone. She just thought it was gorgeous packaging herself. It comes with a little carrying case, so you can just plop that in and take it with you whenever you want. It has the instruction manual, and then it has the device itself. And this is the device. It's not too heavy that it's going to be unwieldy or difficult to use, but it has a nice heavy feel to it. You know that it's a nice, well-made piece. But what is so genius about this is the powering mechanism. So this little bar right here indicates it is solar powered. There is no plug. There's actually no on and off switch. So just by being exposed to natural light and artificial light, it automatically charges itself. So if you leave this thing out, which I do on my little table, it's just going to constantly charge all the time. If you can keep this continuously exposed for 30 minutes to either natural light or artificial light, that should power it for 24 hours, which will give you about 5 minutes of usage. Like I said, I leave mine out on my table and it's just charging all the time, so it's always ready to go. So the other thing I love about it is just its portability. It's just tuck it in your bag and off you go. So it's going to be easy to take with me. So Microcurrent does offer instant results, and you should see a lift pretty much straight away after using it, but it is something that fades. However, if you use it consistently over time, you should see longer term results. So I've used a number of Microcurrent devices over the years with not great success. I started off with the New Face Mini. I probably got this maybe 2 years ago, and I used it for maybe 3 or 4 months, and it just kind of fell to the wayside, and I don't know exactly why that is. And I don't know, this is the Mini, I don't know if just the balls are too big, or I don't know what it is. I just never loved it. So it's something that ended up in the drawer. So then, during the first lockdown, I bought the MyoLift Mini. Now this is meant to be the Mac Daddy of Microcurrent. It is one of the strongest you can get in the market. It certainly has a look and feel of a device that you would get in clinic. In fact, they make in clinic, stronger units. And I committed to this, and it was not an insignificant spend. It was somewhere in the region of 350 euros, and it required a ton of time. So I did a 60-day trial, and in fact, I'll put the review, I'll put a card here as well as down below, of 60 days use, and that was 3 times a week. And I was using it for 45 minutes at each time in order to cover all the areas that I wanted to cover. Now that was a huge amount of time. So at the end of my 60 days, when I looked at the before and after photos, I didn't see that much of a change. And if you're gonna put that kind of time into something, you wanna see a change. And it just wasn't sustainable for me. I just wasn't gonna do it. So that ended up in the drawer. Because for me, the only devices that are going to work are the ones that I use. And that's going to be the same for everybody. If you don't use it, you're not going to see the results, and you have to use it consistently. It's not like taking a pill and you're done forever. If you don't use these things, they're not going to work. So I had to find devices that fit into my lifestyle, the things that give me the biggest bang for my buck, because I don't want to spend 45 minutes 3 times a week. It's just not going to happen. I don't need it that badly, but if I can do little bursts, then happy out. So for example, what my weekly routine looks like. Now I'm in maintenance mode using a number of different devices, so I don't have to use them, multiple times unless I want to, and unless the protocols indicate that that's okay. So my Labo device I use once a week, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. I can do that. That's something I can live with, and I feel this works. I've also done a full review of this, and I love it. I think it's fabulous. I also use the Venus anywhere from 3 to 5 times per week, depending on when I want to. It's 3 minutes per eye, easy peasy, done. No problem factoring that into my routine. I also use an LED light therapy mask. I have one for my face and one for my neck and chest. I do that 3 times a week for 10 minutes. So these are kind of sprinkled throughout the week. I don't do them all at the same time, but I have found pockets of time in which they just fit into my routine. I don't feel like I'm having to sacrifice a lot. I'm not losing out on a whole bunch of stuff because I'm stuck in my room having to do devices. The reason that I'm liking this device at the moment over the others is the fact that it's portable, it's easy to use, and there's no fuss to it. Okay, let's talk about how you use it or how long you can use it for. You can choose to do a longer program because this is suitable for the face, the neck, and the décolletage. And if you're just going to do one area, say the full face, they're saying the max you should be doing that is for 15 minutes. Now you can cover a lot of ground in the 15 minutes, and chances are I'm not going to do that. I'll pick certain areas and maybe focus for 5 minutes, and if I want to do a different area another day, I'll do it another 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is about the max I'm going to be doing with this on any given area. Okay, so the key to using this device is making sure that you're starting off with clean skin, because the enemy of microcurrent is oil. You don't want to use any products that have oils in them, and you don't want to have any even natural oils on your skin because you won't get connectivity. The microcurrent will not be able to reach the muscle. So you need to make sure that any products you're using do not contain oils and your face is clean of oils. When it comes to products, you need to use water-based products. That's what's going to, as I said, help with the connectivity. So for me, I like to use some sort of hydrating serums. So at the moment, I'm using a hyaluronic serum. This one is by Hada Labo. Sorry, there's no label here, but hyaluronic acid. So what I will always do is mist my face first, put on some serum, and then I use mists to sort of bump up the hydration moisture levels as I'm using the device. So I always have a series of these things, sort of water ones available. This is the ones by EvenSkyn. This is a Hydra mist, and I just kind of mist throughout because you want to make sure that there's enough slip on your face so that you're not tugging, that this just glides right over it. So I'm going to very quickly just do a quick mist. I'll do a couple of the moves and put this on around the eyes. So they have 6 moves that they have instructions for on the site. And I'm not going to do them all. I'll focus on certain ones. Like for me, the crow's feet is one that I like to do. Just straight up. Now you're not going to feel the microcurrent. You really shouldn't feel microcurrent. Actually feels nice, and it's smooth, and it's kind of cold on the skin. It's actually quite nice. Now I might choose, even though this isn't a move, to kind of go further up here from the eyelids and pull it up. Because using other devices, I know this is a move that you can use that might help with the hooded eyes. And I think that as far as repetition goes, anywhere from probably 5 to 10 passes will be good. So for me, the crow's feet is another area of sort of irritation. So you go just under here like this and up. See, it's already dried up a bit. Go back in with a little bit of the water. Oops. I don't think I can do it with my left hand. That's what I'm learning. Okay. The other area I want to focus on are the nasolabial folds, because these are starting to become more pronounced. So you put it here on the side of the nose and you go up and out. You can actually already even see a little bit of a lift right here. I'm getting a bit of redness, but that will go down. It just feels so nice and soothing, and it's just that roller action. It's just, it kind of hugs the skin. It's really, really nice. Now, one of the things it does not have a move for that I'm going to be using it for, because it's a particular area of interest for me, is my jawline. Because I'm starting to get a little bit of a saggy that's right here. Drives me crazy. So I'm focusing a lot of my radio frequency, my electrical muscle stimulation, and now my microcurrent on that section, because I'd like to see it lift there. Just feels great too. Now, the one thing I will say is that it's a much lower level microcurrent than the other devices. So this has 50 microamps, whereas the other devices are significantly higher. The MyoLift Mini, I think, is 400, and I think the new face is 335. So they're putting a bit more of a punch to it. And if that's what you're looking for, then those might be a better option, but mine are sitting in a drawer, and I'm not using them. So I think this is a way to get microcurrent back into my routine, because it's been missing. It's something that I haven't used in a couple of years now, and I know that it can be effective. And this is something that I can fit into my routine. It's also a lot less expensive, by the way. So this is the sort of thing that I will be doing probably for 5 minutes a day. I'd say I'll do here. I'll do the nasolabial folds, which also helps to kind of carve out the cheekbones a little bit. I'll do the forehead, and I will do the crow's feet. But there are also moves that you can do specifically for lifting the eyebrows. If you have hooded eyes, this is going to be good for that. So that might be something that I also do along those lines, just to lift that up. So those are some of the moves that I'm doing and will be doing. Now, I'm still very, very new to this device, and this isn't a full review with before and after photos and all that kind of stuff, because it's more of an unboxing, and this is what I intend to do with it. But it's such a lovely device. I enjoy using it, and for me, that's half of this. I do skincare, I do this channel, I do all of this experimentation because I enjoy it. And I only want to factor things into my program that I want to use. Like, I love going upstairs and tinkering. Poor Gary's like, what is she doing up there? And that can be in the morning, that can be in the evenings, whatever. This is my little safe space where I get to experiment, and I get to use things, and I get to enjoy taking care of my skin. And it helps that I don't look 51. Yay. So this product retails for 125 euros, which is about $135. Now, I do happen to know that they're sold out right now. They did an initial launch just a couple of months ago and they're sold out, but I know that they're in manufacture and they will be coming back, but hopefully they'll be back in stock soon. I also will have a discount code for you, which I will put in the description bar below. Have you heard of this device? Are you using microcurrent at all? And if so, what are you using? I'm very curious to hear, because I think success is different for everyone. So I'd really like to hear your own thoughts on it. And if you'd like to look at this video, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you at the next one. Bye. No, you have to do that whole thing. I was wrong. They're saying 15 minutes. Shit. Sorry. Delete. Okay.